Hello everyone, I'm Olivier Desert and I'm glad to guide you through the discovery of the DISC model. You've probably heard about our show Comment Couleur, which is turning all over France, or heard about our conference Adapted to Businesses. But today we are just going to talk about you. In this first episode, you will discover the DISC model, a simple tool that helps to better understanding yourself, better understanding others, your clients, your friends, even your mother-in-law. Don't you believe me? Let me start with a little story. Once upon a time, in the Wild West, 4 bank robbers had just been arrested. The town mayor asked the sheriff to punish them publicly to discourage the others from committing the same crimes. They were sentenced to be hanged in the town square just in front of a massive crowd. On the big day, the 4 bandits had the noose around their necks. The sheriff pulled the lever. And then nothing happened. An old cowboy was watching from his rocking chair and called the mayor. "This is a sign of God. You have to let them go, or a terrible tragedy would fall down upon the town." The mayor hesitated for a moment, then decided to release them. The spectators couldn't believe it, but the most surprising thing was the reaction of the 4 bandits. "Are you serious? Is this a joke? I'm just wasting my time for nothing. Next time, do it right." Wow, unbelievable! But I knew it this morning. I just stepped it on a dog poop. I was sure that's gonna be an amazing day. Let's celebrate it to the saloon. I invite you all. Woo! Thank you, Sheriff. Really, thank you. But I imagine that it would be a very rude decision for you. So, if you need something or talk to anybody, I'm here. You can call me, Sheriff. I'm here for you. Well, clearly there is a failure in the system. I've already spotted the issue. So if you want, I can write a process to solve it or come tomorrow to fix it with my tools at 9 a.m. But if it's that, it's 9, not 1 or 2 past 9, okay? It's common to see that people react differently to the same situation. Be aware to our own communication style and accepting that the others react in another way is a first step. Most of us try to treat people in the way they would like to be treated. With Comment Couleur, we suggest to treat people in the way they need to be treated. That's gonna make the difference. Let me use the metaphor of a padlock. Imagine that you are a combination lock and I am a key padlock. If I try to open your lock with my key, even if I do my best with lovely intentions, that wouldn't make sense. With the DISC method, you're gonna gain a better understanding of your own needs and those from the others. The DISC model is simple, but not simplistic, and highly effective. It is based on 4 colors: the red, the yellow, the green and the blue. Before introducing the 4 colors, I would like to clarify something. DISC doesn't measure experience, talent, intelligence or knowledge. DISC is a natural language that simply describes behavior, your own and from the others. It is based on observable actions. This word, observable, is very important. Some of you may thinking, Oli, no way. I refuse to put people into boxes. Why should I choose between a color? You are right, because we are all nuanced. We have all that 4 colors in us. But depending of the situation, depending of your age, depending of so many things, you will see that there is most part of time 1 or 2 colors that predominate. Okay guys, let's explore each color one by one as I do during the conference through 4 distinct characters. From the beginning we are talking about DISC model. The D stands for dominant. The I stands for influent. The S stands for steady and the C stands for conscientious. The D, the dominant, is associated to the color red. The I, influent, is linked to the color yellow. The S, steady, corresponds to the color green. And the C, conscientious, is represented by the color blue. Let's start with the characteristic of people with a predominance of red. Decisive, competitive, bold, direct, innovative, tenacious, adventurous, problem-solving, and result-oriented. Hi, I'm Roger. What do I love in life? Challenge, competition, and mostly winning. What do I hate? Being judged on the process. No. You have to evaluate me on my results, okay? Process. That is just details. I hate details. That doesn't matter. The important is not the how, but the how much. How should you communicate with me? Be clear, be precise, and go straight to the point. I have no time to waste. Some people say that I can miss a bit of tact or diplomacy, but it's not really... Wait a minute, Thomas. What are you doing? I'm not paying you to look out the window. Hurry up, man. What we were talking about? I don't remember, but that doesn't matter. Remember one thing. With me, things go fast. And you know what? Time is money, and I still have 25 meetings today, so we finish now. Now, let's analyze the characteristic of people with a yellow personality. Charming, confident, communicative, convincing, dynamic, persuasive, optimistic, sociable, team-oriented. Hi, I'm Jennifer. What do I love? Meeting new people, meeting colleagues, clients. I love team buildings. I love after work and after work. A good glass of wine, a glass of champagne, Aperol. I love gin. Wait, I'm not an alcoholic, but I know how to enjoy life. That's a difference. People say that I'm optimistic, enthusiastic, and creative. You know what? Give me few notes of music and I create a karaoke. And then a flash mob with the whole company. At the office, they call me Jennifer, the good vibe maker. The good vibe maker. How to communicate with me? It's very easy. Just let me talk. I have tons of story to tell. And if you need someone to convince the other about anything, call me. I'm a very good seller and I love to convince the other. Some people say that I'm too confident in my oral skills. It may be true, but you know what? Yesterday we had a meeting with a huge client. My boss called me, Jennifer, did you read the 2,000 pages I've sent you? Of course not. I never prepare too much, but at the end we got the new client. My motto? Don't worry, be happy. Like the song, so I can sing all the day. What? It's already over? Oh, I still have so much to say. But okay, but give me a hug. And now, let's describe the characteristics of people with a green personality. Calm, compassionate, cooperative, good listener, loyal, patient, respectful, team-oriented. Hi, I'm Gwen. What do I love? Listening the others, try to feel their feelings, their emotion. I have a lot of empathy and I'm someone loyal. How to communicate with me? Be authentic, be sincere. I love honesty. And when there is no honesty, I can feel it. People say that I can take feedback about my job too personally. Yeah, it's maybe true. But this is who I am. I give 100% in everything I do. My motto? Alone we go faster, but together we go further. Yeah, the power of teamwork. That's what really matters. Wait, are we done? Shall I offer you a glass of water, a cup of coffee? And finally, let's observe the characteristic of people with the dominance of blue. Meticulous, precise, analytical, diplomatic, detail-oriented, factual, logical, and objective. Hello. Bob speaking. Is it rolling? Are you filming? It's not precise. Be more precise, please. What do I love when things are precise? Very precise. I am an expert, a technician. At the office, they call me the specialist of the list because I love to-do list. One thing I love more than anything, process. They call me the king of process. There is nothing better than a well-defined procedure and a written procedure. How to communicate with me? It is simple. Come with something precise. Give me different angles and let me analyze everything in peace. Some people say that I am rigid or psycho-rigid. But well, if a meeting starts at 10, it's not 10, and when you come, it is not with an unfinished coffee or an unfinished croissant. Anticipate. Create a retail planning with 20% of safety time, but be on time, okay? Time is time. Too early is too early. Too late It's too late. About that, you told me that it would take maximum 5 minutes, and we are already over time, so bye-bye. These 4 characters, Roger, Yennefer, Gwen and Bob, you will find them in the conference I offer to your company. Before concluding, let's talk about the different priorities between colors. Reds and blues are task-oriented. They are focused on results, facts, numbers and actions. The yellows and the greens are relationship-oriented. They prefer to talk about feeling, emotions and human connections. Their rhythm are also different. The red and the yellow go fast. They are dynamic, energetic. Blues and greens have a deeper rhythm. They take time to process things. Each color has its own strengths and needs. Red love challenge and pushing their limits. Yellow are looking for appreciations of the others. Greens want to be helpful and support others around them. Blues try to do their job perfectly and with precision. And what about their limitation? Red can sometimes seem a bit aggressive or not listening to the others. Yellows can seem too talkative or a bit disorganized. Greens tend to be too passive or resistant to change. Blues can sometimes be too critical or seem distant or a bit cold. This helps to put words about what we observe about a behavior, but it's not enough to treat the whole complexity of a human being. It looks like the top of an iceberg. There is much more under the surface. You want to find your own color? Have a check on our questionnaire. But be careful, not just any questionnaire. As everything online, you can find some different thing. With Common Colour, we work with a well-known and serious partner. If you haven't done it yet, click the link below to access your own questionnaire. That's enough for now. Thank you for watching and see you soon.